Hello and welcome back to the channel. So I'm back here at Sandsend. Now I'm not here to explore Sandsend Tunnel. We've just finished inside that Sandsend Tunnel. We're going to be exploring now the neighbouring Kettleness Tunnel. So I'm here today with Johnny from Wetdog FBK.
Good afternoon.
So what we're going to do now is we've just finished inside Sandsend. We're going to walk along this cutting now, along the cliffside on towards Kettleness, and then see what the condition is inside. In today's video, we'll be having a look at the Kettleness Tunnel. Now, like its neighbouring Sandsend Tunnel, a tunnel that should never have been built when the Whitby, Redcar, Middlesbrough Union Railway began work on its Loftus Whitby route in 1871. Now you can see the original alignment of the track, the blue line just on the outside. Now, having collapsed into the sea, the track had to be rerouted via two tunnels further inland. Like you saw in the Sandsend video, the line then opened with very little ceremony on the 3rd of December 1883 at a length of 308 yards, and it was built to accommodate a single line. The last train passed through the tunnel in May 1958. Now, as we walk through the cutting from the northern end of Sandsend Tunnel before we get to the southern end of Kettleness Tunnel, you can clearly see here we've got some wooden sleepers that are embedded into the side. Now, I'm not sure why the purpose of those are there still. Maybe for some boundary marking, maybe. Now, the track bed from Sandsend Tunnel, you can just see down there. You can clearly see there's a lot of tree falls that go along this embankment. Now, the embankment does run alongside the cliffside, like I did mention, that these two tunnels were two tunnels that were not meant to be built, and they were built because the original alignment of the railway was built on the cliffside but was actually collapsed into the sea, so they had to then build the tunnels then to reroute the railway to make it more safe. As we do venture along the cutting, you can see there's some more fence posts that are built out of old railway sleepers. Now, we do have to be very careful that, because there is a lot of tree falls and it's all overgrown. There's a couple more railway sleepers just here. Here we're still walking the route of the of the track bed, just kind of divert off. You can see clearly it's overgrown with woodland. I'm just going to get you to a spot where we can get a little vantage point of the cliffside where the railway ran alongside. Now, like I said, the railway was meant to be built slightly further out, and originally I think it did get built and then unfortunately collapsed. Now, it looks like the alignment of the track bed was around here. You can see there's been a lot of spoil filled in here because I'm having to reroute as we walk towards the southern end. Here we are back onto the alignment of the track bed. You can see how overgrown it is. Did get a little bit lost, I thought it was down there, but just realised it's actually more up here. Seems to have been land erosion and all sorts going on up here. Trees growing, you can just see here. Hard to believe there would have been trains bombing along here at one time. Now, this railway hasn't been used since 1958, so when the line fully closed to freight and passengers, there are a lot of railway stations along the section of this line. Now you can clearly see we're walking on the cliffside. Looks absolutely brilliant, looking at the North Sea down there. It's fantastic. It's getting quite cold up here now, but look at that. So I believe the original alignment of the railway was built around here somewhere. We are on the inside of a steep drop, slight cutting, but only on one side. You can see how high it goes up on that side. So we are now approaching the southern portal of Kettleness Tunnel. Only a shorter one compared to Sandsend. There is a photo of the south portal that's taken from here. There's an old picture of a You can see the wing wall on the left and the portal. You can't make it out because of the trees, but I'm going to fade the picture from this exact spot So here you can see we've got a wing wall at the side of the portal that you saw in that photograph when of the old black and white picture. Now the design of the tunnel I think is similar to the neighbouring sandsend tunnel, so the portals look kind of similar. You've got the stone baits, the stone arches at the top there. Now this tunnel's a lot shorter than the sandsend tunnel, so it's around 379 yards in length. As you can see, we're into the southern end of the tunnel, and you can see there's clearly a curve as we set off. And to the right here you've got some water ingress. Majority of the base of the tunnel is made out of stone and a stone arch as well. So like I said, this is the shorter tunnel of the two. I've been meaning to do these tunnels for a very long time. So we've got a refuge here to the left. There's no tunnel shafts in this tunnel because of the length of it. In Sandsend you had 5 of them because of the length of that one. If you haven't seen that video, please do check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below. You can see the dry concrete at the top just here. I don't know what this means. I don't know if this is any reference. That number there in Kettleness Tunnel, 2014, 2024, so 10 years apart. I don't know what that means. We have a refuge to the left here, which is in good condition. Now, because of there's no shafts in here, water ingress in here seems less likely than what you would have got in a sandsend tunnel. You can see here we do have a little bit here of calcite deposits. Now, as we had in sandsend tunnel, you had 2 adits in there that were to get spoil out of the tunnel down into the cliffside. Now, there is one in here as well. You can just see now majority of it has been filled in. You can see, I don't know how far we're going to be able to get in, but if you just have a look up there, yeah, you can clearly not go through that one.
Now, I was led to believe that this adit was inaccessible due to the collapse that has happened, as you can just see. Now, having stumbled across a fellow YouTuber's video known as the Less Explorer, and his video, he's kindly given permission of his footage of when he actually went into this adit just over a year ago. Now, as it was actually getting dark and we'd already done 2 tunnels prior to this one, we did have to head back. As you can see, as the Less Explorer walks through this adit, you can clearly see the light on the other side of the adit. As you did see in the sandsend tunnel video, you can see that there has been a collapse, but there is still a section that you can actually walk through. Now, these adits were built for when the tunnel was under construction to tip spoil out onto the cliffside down into the sea. I will leave a link to his video on this in the description below. Spoil would have been tipped out into the cliffside via little wagons from the tunnel. Here's a bird's eye view of the adit you can just see in the cliffside. Check out his YouTube channel as he rediscovers all sorts of railway history and other historical infrastructures.
Now, there is a change of masonry as we head further northeast. You can see that there's a lot more brick at the top here. Looks like it's red brick. Bit of calcite deposit, water ingress, sorry. See the stone base, and you've got the curve to the northeast as we head further on. And Kettleness station would have been beyond here as well. We're not going to be able to venture that far. We haven't got time today, but maybe for another day. We have another refuge on the left. This one looks like it's got a slight little bit of decay and some brick patchwork. So we're heading further north. Again, you can clearly see here that we've got the brick arch, stone base. We do have another refuge to the right here. We are coming closer towards the northeastern portal. You can see just up ahead the light in there. We've got another refuge to the left. Again, stone brick, stone base, stone arches, and we've got some more brick at the top, red brick. The tunnel does seem to get a little bit more damp. I can just see it up ahead. There is a lot more water ingress. Does get a lot more damp towards the northeastern section. Got a slightly damaged refuge to the left as we head towards the northern end. Like we've got a wall bracket just there, probably cabling. Slight more erosion in the masonry here. You can see how the tunnel has decayed over the years with the water ingress. And to the right we've got another refuge. Just see a little wooden bracket here. Here to the left, you can see as we get to the northern end, it does get slightly a lot more damp actually. Not sure where the water's coming from, but you know, this could actually cause a collapse, so I'm going to step away from that. You can see how much it has decayed over the years. You see all the structure as it's all eroded over time. Like I said, this tunnel closed in 58 along with the whole of the line. Look at that. So that's looking back on a curve at the portal. You can just see Johnny come in. Nice short tunnel, this one. Been meaning to do this one for a long time. We do have another refuge to the right here, so if you just have a look at the condition, you could just see a bit of patchwork of brick, unless that was its original stone arch. And we're out at the northern end of Kettleness tunnel. So similarly designed to the south portal, as well as sandsend tunnel. The stone arch, coping stones at the top there, and then you've got the similar wing wall at the side here. And now for some reason, I don't know what it is, but I really feel excited to come and see this tunnel. I've seen it so many times, done on YouTube. Like I say, this one closed in 58. And like its neighbouring tunnel. Two tunnels that should never have been, apparently. And then there's a cut-in going towards where the Kettleness station would have been. Looks like the land has been reclaimed. Hope you all enjoyed that venture through the Kettleness tunnel. Like I say, it's one that I really wanted to do. Thank you from myself and Wet Dog.
Thank you.
Take care. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel, because I do a lot on railway history, as does Johnny, so please give him a subscription. Take care. Bye bye.
Need to find
would you follow? Would you stay around? Would you stay around? Can we make it till tomorrow?